Hey guys, this is Woody, the Unexceptional Gamer, and this is not a commentated gameplay. Instead, it's a Game Battles update. And I want to talk a little bit about my motivation for playing Game Battles. So, I posted a video out there saying that I was going to put together a team, and we were looking for some really strong players because we are going to try and do our best. And I got an unprecedented level of hate in response for it, and that it was surprising to me. I didn't understand what I did that got people so upset. So I just thought I'd explain why I'm interested in game battles, and going to kick it off with an analogy on my life here. So my first career, I was an accountant, and it didn't take long at all for me to figure out that accounting wasn't for me. I didn't have any kind of passion for it. But as I worked as an accountant, I got exposed to computers. It was a small firm, and this is like the early to mid 90s, and we were just computerizing our clients, putting them on payroll systems, and computerizing our own firm, where we started using software to prepare returns and things like that, whereas before we had done it all manually. And with this exposure, I realized that I had a passion for computers. And I was going to school for accounting at night, so what I did is I added a second major, which was MIS. And if you don't know what Management Information Sciences is, it's kind of like a lightweight computer science major, and it's a little bit business and it's a little bit computers. And the reason I chose that over comp sci was that in MIS I could use some of the accounting courses that I had taken already and apply it towards that and come up with two majors. But it didn't take as many fresh classes as, say, comp sci did, where a lot of the math didn't count, or a lot of the other classes didn't count. So here's the interesting part. As I started working in computers, I had this gnawing feeling that there was something I didn't know that the guys who had comp sci majors did know. I was like, I thought maybe there was something important in there that I missed. I had used compilers, but I had never written them. I had network systems before, but I had never written a fault-tolerant hypercube routing algorithm or anything like that. So what I did is I picked up a master's degree in computer science to plug any of the holes that may have existed from my MIS undergrad degree. And that brings us back to game battles. What I like to do a lot is I play in these pub matches, and I focus on winning, and I often win, right? My win-loss ratio isn't bad. But I feel like, compared to, say, the game battles, the competitive environment, there's a lot missing, and that I could learn a lot by trying game battles out, and that's already proven true. So my motivation for joining game battles was that I wanted to try to compete at a higher level than pubs. I mean, face it, a lot of times when I win in pub matches, I'm playing against guys who are brand new to this game, or I'm playing against guys who weren't even trying to win anyway. It's like stomping on the gas at a red light and acting like you want to race. when the truth is the other guy might not even been racing. So that's where competitive gaming comes in. I want to see what I can learn from there. And as far as the channel goes, I think I should like it too. I think some of the spots I've already learned. I'm on a game battles team now. Some of the things I've seen and learned already have been eye-opening. Guys who use the map and know about lines of sight that I hadn't seen before. And these are things I can share with you guys as I put them together. So game battle should be a cool thing for the channel. In terms of call-outs and communication that happens with these better teams, I can share that too. So I'd love to do a game battles thing where you hear us talk to each other, and every time we die, you check on their location and call it out and share it. That can be some good learning opportunities for the channel, and it's all about taking normal players and making them better than they used to be. So that's why I'm doing game battles. If you guys continue to hate on the whole thing, then whatever. The selection criteria. So a lot of guys were unhappy with my selection criteria. They were saying, "Hey, this channel's for the unexceptional. What's the problem here?" And the channel's for my unexceptional brethren, but the team is. I'm going to try and grab the best people that I can find. And wow, I've heard a lot of guys say that we're just going to get crushed in this thing. And if the team were, 6 guys just like me, then you're probably right. but I have some subs out there. I don't know why they're subbed to me. It would be like me attending a kindergarten class to learn the alphabet. You know, these guys are seriously good. So I'm kind of excited. I don't see why our team can't be an above-average team, because you know, I'll just play real conservative. Maybe we'll do some team deathmatch for a while, or maybe more. And there's going to be some good players on this. We've had some really strong guys express an interest. So and the selection criteria did turn out to have some flaws. I think one of the best players we've seen so far had a win-loss of .88 because he stopped so many games early. But he's amazingly good. And then we looked at GameBattles Experience a lot too. So you know, when I came with the selection criteria, I was just trying to do the best I could, and it turns out that I could have done better. What can I tell you? So, and the last thing, 9th Prestige. So I think everybody knows I went from 3rd or 4th Prestige to 9th overnight, and that doesn't happen overnight. We all know that. But again, that tied into the Game Battles thing. I was right on the edge of prestiging again, and that meant giving up all the guns and such that I had. And I wanted the classes because I'm going to play pubs and I'm going to play game battles, and I wanted to have the 2 classes for each side by side, so that I could go to a pub and use claymores and you know, use shotgun secondaries and things that happen in pubs all the time, or you know, anytime I wanted to, I could pull out a game battles class where they typically don't allow those 2 things and more. So so I wanted to have the classes, and earning on the slow way wasn't a good fit. It's not that I'm against earning on the slow way. I love it, and in some ways I wish I could have done that instead. But the problem is giving them up. I didn't want to join game battles and find that, like, say, I didn't have a silencer for a weapon and I was uncompetitive for that reason, or I hadn't unlocked, you know, the TAR yet, or I hadn't unlocked, you know, the ACR, which I need to do well on certain maps. So so that's why I did a glitch lobby, so that I could open those things, and I didn't want to make my team lose because I didn't have the stuff I needed. And anyway, I hope that this clears some things up, and look forward to some good game battle stuff and some pretty good teammates for me.